Alright guys, so I've been meaning to do a video of the heater I finally ended up using for the garage that's not insulated. Two-car garage. It's about 400 square feet, maybe a little bit bigger. It's the Dynaglow cabinet heater with propane tank. And you can see I'm redoing the garage right now. But anyway, I got this last year after I tried so many heaters. I tried the stand-up oscillating fan. It's like 42 inches heater fan. I tried the Heatstorm Wi-Fi. I tried two separate, just smaller heaters, desktop heaters running at the same time. They all got about maybe 5 to 6 degrees warmer when it was about, I don't know, 30 or 40 degrees outside. So way too cold to work in the garage. I started this one out last year, just testing it. I have a carbon monoxide warning over here just in case. So far it's never gone off with this on. People complain about the Pilot not staying lit. I haven't had any problems. It's the Dynaglow brand. It works. I notice I have to hold, once it's lit, I have to hold it in the Pilot position for maybe 3 to 5 seconds. And sometimes it takes 2 times to stay lit, but I mean, that's normal for this. This thing I got for like $100, 115 I think it was at the end of last winter. And a tank lasts, I've used it maybe about 3 to 4 hours each time on low setting, and it lasts about, I don't know, 3 weeks, using it 2 to 3 times a week. So it's really good. It's efficient. Leaving it on the low setting. This winter so far, I just keep it on the low setting, and you can see it's been about in the low 50s. Yesterday it was colder. It was in the low 50s starting out. And within an hour, it's gone up 10 degrees. So we'll get up to like 63, 64. And then into the next hour, it gets into the 70s. Like I have to turn it either off or down. It just gets too warm. So I never thought I would say that in this garage, but I'll just give you guys a quick show of how to start this thing. And this is definitely the one I would recommend for a garage. And the garage, so you're gonna hook it up to the propane. Just turn it on. And then you're gonna move this into the Pilot position. And keep it held down. So the trick is you have to keep it held down. And then you're gonna start it. So I keep it held down now here for a good 3 to 5 seconds, and you see the blue flame is there. And then you have to let it pop up. So it's still in the Pilot position, but I let it pop up because you can't move it while it's down, while it's pushed in when you start it and move it over. You have to let it in the up position, and once it's in the up position, then you can move it to 1. So I usually keep it here, like between 1 and 2. And what that does is it lights up this middle, it'll light up this middle element. If you move it to the 2 position, it's going to light up the middle element and the left element. And obviously if you move it to the 3rd position, it's going to light up all 3. So only one time so far I've had to move it into the 2nd position, and it got hot really fast. I moved it back down to the 1st one after I got to the 70 room temp, basically. And eventually I just shut it off. But you can see there's no problem with the pilots staying lit. I guess I got a good one. And I don't know, this tank's lasted me all winter so far since, let's see, it's December, so maybe mid-October. And I imagine it's gonna need a refill soon. So I'll give you guys an update. It's 5:15 right now, and it's 53.8 degrees. So we'll check back around 6:15, and you can see my insulation. So there's no insulation, it's concrete walls. And on the garage doors, I just have, I don't know if you can see, I have like this, I have this to block the inside cold air, and then on the outside I have flaps that cover the gap, but I can feel a little bit of cold air getting through from here, just a tiny bit. And like I said, I haven't had to let any air in for the carbon monoxide. I haven't had any alarms go off. I'm trying to see if I can show you guys. It's pretty tight. But you can see it's a 2-car garage. And this just sits in a corner. And usually I'm good to go after about an hour. Obviously it starts at 50s, so when it gets down to the 40s and 30s, it might take another hour on top of that to get up to comfortable temperature. But we'll check back in. Alright guys, so I moved it to the center of the room so you can see it was over there, now it's here. Still on the one setting. It's just been about an hour, and no issues with the pilot staying lit. And we're at 60.1 degrees, so about 7 degrees for the hour. Oh, just went down, but it'll come back up. So it's a little bit less than what I've been saying before, but still way more efficient. So if I leave this on another hour, I guarantee it's going to go up another 6-7 degrees. And that's just on the one setting. So if I bump this up to the 2, and you can see when I hit the 2, we'll see the left burner starting to light up. So while that's starting to light up, I don't have too many negatives to say about this. So one thing I will say that my family noticed is that they said it smells like a barbecue, obviously from the propane. I don't really smell it when I'm in the room, in the garage. When I go to outside or a different room and then come back, I smell a slight barbecue kind of smell. But I've only really smelled it when you get into the 2 and the 3 setting. When it's on the 1 setting, I barely notice it. So you could see the second burner on the left is starting to light up. And I imagine the degrees will bump up faster, ideally. With the second burner on, just do a quick comparison. We'll come back and check in. See what the difference is. So we got about 7 degrees in an hour, and we'll do another comparison with the second burner on. Alright guys, so it's been about 2 hours. It's 7:15, and I have the burner on medium, so it's 2 left and center. And it looks like we went up about 7, almost 8 degrees. So slightly better performance, but not the 10 degrees that I've gotten before. I will say it's getting colder out now. Temperatures dropped, so it's probably evened out a little bit. But I'm probably towards the bottom of this tank and still on 2 burners. It's going strong. Chill's definitely off in the garage, and I can work comfortably. I've done a bunch of stuff. Drilled some holes in the concrete. Did some painting. Moved around some equipment. So it's definitely something that you can use to warm up your space, watch the game, warm up your space. Oh, I spray painted so I did all that in a matter of like 2 hours. So I would recommend this if you don't have any electric heat or baseboard heat in your garage, and you need to take at least the chill off and get it warmed up to a comfortable temperature. Definitely recommend this.